This tutorial requires intermediate skills. It takes a few hours to prep, really depends on how fast you work and how smooth you are with your fingers. And the application time is only 20 to 30 minutes. We spent money mostly on the foam sheets and the spray paints, so it shouldn't be too expensive. Let's get to it, starting with the belt buckles. And for that, we are using Elymorph plastic. And as you know, you can get Elymorph plastic at Elymax.com in our shop. Biodegradable, reusable, reshapeable, a super friendly plastic. Now, roll it out, make a little string like this, and basically just create a nice square. And there's your simple belt buckle. Smudge it in there, just push it in, and you're good to go. And we need 6 of these in this size and 2 smaller ones. Next up, teeth. The process is almost the same. We roll out a string, but this time we flatten it. And when it's super flat, we can simply take a pair of scissors and cut out our teeth. If the plastic gets too hard, dip it in hot water and it will soften up. And there you have your teeth. Make a few of them, and you can always put them on a piece of tape there so you know where they are. So let's create some belts for those buckles we made earlier. We are using foam sheets here with a sticky side, so it actually sticks to itself when we fold it like this. If yours don't have a sticky side, use glue so that you get 2 layers. That's perfect for getting that thick leather feel to it. And of course, these are as wide as our buckles, as you see here. So we can simply push in that little belt piece into the hole, and it's gonna stick there. Of course, we're gonna glue it in place later on. But there you go. And we need 6 of these. And we also need 4 shorter ones for the neck piece, looking like this. To create the shoulder pieces, we need to enforce them with some wire, and this will allow us to bend them and shape them as we want when they are in place. So 2 sheets, smack it down there, and that's your very simple shoulder piece. Now with a wire you can bend it in any shape you like, something like this. Heading on to our collar, this of course will go around our neck, so it's double wide, again using the wires, so we can shape it as we feel like afterwards. Fold it over, make a curved cut so that it can rest on your neck, and after that you are pretty much good to go, except for the color though. These are all gonna be painted black later on. If you do have black foam sheets, that's perfect, but well, they don't seem to sell them in our stores here. So crazy colors. All right. And hey, there is that paint job I was talking about. Silver paint for our belt buckles, and the rest of our pieces black. So far, so good. It's been pretty straightforward. Now it's time for your artistic talent to shine. Mix up liquid latex with the baking flour. We have a link to the ultimate guide on how to get the perfect mix right down there in the description if you want to learn more about liquid latex paste. Now, this is starting to look like Homer Simpson if you ask me, but not to worry. Using liquid latex on our fingertips here to shape that paste. This is a 2-step process. This is basically the inside of the smile. So here it's time to stick in those teeth we made earlier. And with all our teeth in place, with a wicked smile, it's time to create the lips and that nasty looking mouth. Slapping on more of that paste. Getting down to business shaping it. As always, there is no real instruction on how to shape this. Basically, find yourself a nice reference image like you see Ellie is having there on her phone. Build, shape, and do the detailing with any kind of tools you got. A little bit of a chin here. Looking good. A tool with a fairly straight edge, like this little spatula here. It's perfect to get those lips looking just the right way. And what a nasty smile you got in Swedish is... Vilket äckligt leende du har. Leave that face to dry overnight or speed dry it in 10-second bursts in your microwave oven. Funny face Ellie ready to create our whole shoulder piece, neck piece construction thingy. So basically we're aiming for something like this. Do a little try so you're sure all the pieces are in the right size and fit, and then get to the gluing. It doesn't necessarily have to be hot glue. Any kind of glue that will fuse these materials will do just fine. And if you see some places of the pieces that are not black, don't worry, we'll go back in there and do some detailing work on those later on, painting them black. And the smaller straps and buckles for the neck piece, basically just push that strap through. Yeah, like that, and glue it on the other side. So buckles on 2 pieces, and the other 2 pieces just clean as they are. Again, pretty straightforward, just gluing them straight onto that color. Straps on one side, and the straps with the buckles on the other. And then we put all the things on there to make sure that we glue our little collar piece together with the shoulder pieces on the right spot. And when you got it in place, you can always add additional glue there on the inside, and also maybe a round of duct tape, black duct tape on the inside there to make sure it doesn't come off. And there you go. That looks pretty cool, huh? Project continues with the Batman-y ears. So again, foam sheets, painting out the shapes. Find a nice reference, something looking like this. So we made one and slapped it onto another foam sheet. So we get 2 layers. Otherwise, it's gonna be too flimsy. So yeah, there you go, one for each side. And on to that forward piece covering the eyes. And again, we are gonna use double sheets here, but we lay them out a little bit different so that they reach around our head perfectly. So 2 equally long pieces, split one of them, just line them up. This is the length to get around Ellie's head. Might not be the exact same length for you. Anyways, the essence is 2 pieces again to make sure it's not too flimsy. It may be a bit too wide, so we cut off a little bit there as well. And then we mark out the angle that we want our ears to be, and try to position them and glue them in place. If you haven't screwed up too much, should have something looking like this. Yeah! Next up, cone creation. A piece like this, and we soften it up with a little pen here, make it less rigid. And cone making is Ellie's Achilles heel. She basically can't do cones the proper way, so we cheat with a little piece of tape here on the side, and then we roll our cone up, tape it together, and do do the best we can. It's always like this with cones and Ellie. She just hates it just as much as she hates scar wax, basically. Alright, back on topic. We need 7 of them to distribute out from the center. So lay it out and glue them on. And when that's done, yep, paint job time again. This time we begin with 1 layer of silver spray paint like this. And then to create a nice weathered texture, we just push down a little on that spray can. We get these larger spatter drops. It looks kind of cool when they dry, all bumpy like that. Then we continue with a little bit of black to give it a nice dimension. And on top of that, a little orange as well. Get that semi-rusty tone to it. So there you go. Not sure you can see it there in the cam properly, but yeah. A little rust, a little weathering. It looks pretty cool. This is one long tutorial, and we have reached the painting stage for our little smile prosthetic, starting off with some basic foundation. And since our teeth are looking way too white, we go in there with a little bit of beige and yellow tone, and we mix different shades there on different teeth to get a nice dynamic look to it. Then we head on with a thin red tone for the gum. And just like we do with our basic makeup, let's add some shading to those teeth to really emphasize the shapes. So we add a little bit of shading there in the bottom and along the sides. And to prevent things from looking way too flat and unnatural, we go in and darken down that gum as well. So we get a nice mix of colors. Further out on the sides, the darker it gets here. And of course, you don't have gum between your upper and lower jaw, so go in and paint that area black. Now we put our focus to the outside of the mouth again, applying a little bit of white there, mixing that in with our foundation, and heading on with the lips using a purple tone, applying it along the line there, and then with a bigger brush we blend that outwards onto that mask. And that ensures that our lips doesn't look too painted on. They are there, but gently fading into the rest of the mask. It's a cartoon character, so yeah, it can look like this. Awesome! And now for the easiest step of all, apply the whole thing. And well, let's get rid of that hair first. With the hair out of the way, we apply a little bit of a release agent here, Vaseline or oil, whatever floats your boat, applying it to our face and our brows in case our skin adhesive gets stuck in there. Alright, on with a bald cap, make sure it's in place. And then we need to paint our head black. And the fastest and easiest way to do that is basically black hairspray color. It's very quick, very fast, but of course you can use any kind of black makeup if that's what you have access to. On to our prosthetic. Just line it with the skin adhesive of your choice. And apply a little bit to your face as well. gently apply the prosthetic and make sure all the edges are glued in, like that. And then go around those edges again with adhesive. Make sure it sticks. After that, we extend that black color a little bit. We also mix in the tip of our nose to match that mask. And since we are gonna have a huge chunk of metal over our nose, basically, we add a little bit of black there as well, so that our skin won't show underneath. You can either choose to paint your neck black or use a turtleneck like this. And we also used a jacket here that kind of matched the whole style. So basically anything black you put on should do the trick. And then you can just put the whole thing on. There you go. Shoulder piece. Yep. Fixing some of those areas. And the last piece before you are good and ready to rock is that headpiece. Put it on and you are, boom, the Batman who laughs. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Give us a subscribe if you loved it. Tell us in the comments what more you want to see this Halloween and we can get busy. Also, make sure you check out our Instagram, LMAXSFX, to see if you got a shout out this week. And if you are bored, check out our massive library of Halloween tutorials to find your costume favorite right here on our channel. We are closing in on over 300 videos. See you soon, love you, bye!